Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to week 3 of this 22-week training cycle. A couple things real quick before we actually get into the training. First off, I announced in a past video that I was giving some thought to producing some t-shirts. So I'm producing t-shirts, still working out the final design with the guys that are going to be making me those shirts, but looking at doing like an anti-35 pound plate. You guys have seen my logo there. If you're interested in a shirt, please either send me a DM on Instagram or reach out to me through some sort of means. If you know me on the Home Gym Discord, I am at the Kurt Locker. Of course, down below you guys will see my Instagram that is linked. You can send me a direct message through there. But if you're not on that initial order, there's a high chance that you probably will not get a shirt. So if you're interested in a shirt, please sign up there. Now, actually, for this week of training, things got a little bit out of order. So oftentimes in the training world, you train a certain amount of times per week, certain amount of volume that you're looking for. This week was a little bit different. I came into the week pretty fatigued, and on Monday evening, I just wasn't feeling very good. So my wife, being the awesome person she is, actually talked me into taking a health night. For the past 3 years, I've been training 5 times a week, 4 times that were strength focused, and 1 time a week that was like a Strongman Saturday. I'm really thinking about transitioning back to how I was training before that, where it's 4 times total per week, where it's 3 times during the week and then 1 time on Saturday. I don't know what that's going to look like, but as usual with this video, you guys will see what was programmed down below, and there's a high likelihood that you'll see that change. I am planning on just releasing this to whoever wants it, so if you're interested in the programming, I'll send you what I'm doing. No guarantees that that's what I'm currently sticking with. I know that consistency pays off. However, I'm trying to figure out how my schedule here can allow me to actually train. Right now it's looking like a lot of evening training and a lot of early morning training, which this week I had an 8 p.m. session and the very next morning like a 5 a.m. session, and obviously that is less than ideal. But enough of me rambling on. Let's just move to the training. I'll be on the voiceover and I'll meet you right back here at the end for the wrap up. Hey everybody, welcome to Tuesday. This was a 7 p.m. training session. So I trained at 7 o'clock, started at 7. I think I wrapped up at about 8:30, 9 o'clock. It wasn't too terribly late. Started off with some camber bar squats. Now keep in mind, this is Monday and Tuesday's kind of combined programming. What I did is I kept the main movement from Monday and I added a little bit of accessory movements that would have been done on Tuesday. Camber bar squats were done at 365 pounds. I called it an RPE 7.5. Everything moved pretty well. I ridiculously used my Ivankos 2.5 kilogram collars because I could and I wanted to. Strict press, which you're going to see here after my back off sets at 330 pounds, we're at 125 pounds for sets of 8. Those are programmed at an RPE 7 and I nailed that RPE, and I finished up with neutral grip chins. This is Wednesday morning. So I woke up at 5 a.m., had breakfast, kind of watched some YouTube and got some inspiration. And I walked outside and started training at 6:30. Started with the shoulder rock movements, again with 15 pounds. Mainly the reason I'm showing you guys this is to show you that it's important when you're shoulder rocking to actually control the shoulder rock at the front of the movement. I feel like this is really important, and in a lot of videos I see kind of disregarded. It's my opinion, not fact, that you should be able to stop the shoulder rock directly in front of you, which you do see me do occasionally. Here we're looking at my power pin swings. These were done with 115 pounds total weight and done for 20 reps each. After that, I moved on to snatch grip deadlift, which would have been the normal main movement of that day. First set was at 365 for that snatch grip. I did use straps for that top set because my grip just wasn't there. My back offs were at 330 pounds. And then I moved on to bench press, which you'll see here in just a minute. Bench press numbers were programmed at a 1x3 for an RPE 8. And I did 260 pounds for 3, called it an 8. I felt like it was right there. And after that, I finished with some single arm cable rows. And if you look during the single arm cable rows, you'll see what I actually use to keep my legs down when I'm using my cable set up like a lat tower. And what that is that's just a Rogue Kids pull-up bar. I just mount it upside down and right at lap height. And then we have 15 April's training. This is at 6 a.m. Doing the training at 6:30 took a little bit longer than I expected to get ready to go in the morning and to get to work on time. So I moved it up to 6. High likelihood that I might even move it up more just so I don't feel so rushed. But started off with shoulder rock and then went to push press. This is 185 by 3. Back off sets were at 165 for 4. And then I did these incline trolley movements. Now, just as a quick note, my body felt so fatigued walking out there this morning. That's why I went to the trolley arm. I felt like I just needed something that was hinged and kind of low impact. Took Friday as a rest day, and then I came out on Strongman Saturday, and I actually felt like I did well. So I started off really rough. So this set of log that you're going to see right here, it just ground me down, and I was really scared that it was going to be kind of a poor training day. I really wasn't feeling it. You can see the grinding right there. This is only 215 pounds on the log. It shouldn't be that difficult. And this is my last set of the day, which I was very happy with. So this is a set of 3, cleaning every single rep, 215 pounds, and everything just kind of flew. After the log, I went to this loading medley. I kind of went a little bit overboard, so here's a 100-pound sandbag. The table that I'm putting the sandbag on is not that big. I do have a couple of people that train with me on Saturday right now, and I wanted to make it so that they wouldn't have to move the bag very far, but what I ended up doing is basically just throwing the thing straight over. So the first bag was 100, second bag 150. This keg here weighs, I think, 150. I need to reweigh it. It might be a little bit heavier. It was definitely giving me some trouble, but you can also tell that I didn't have that much trouble with it when I went to load it. And then this last sandbag here weighs 235 pounds. After the medley, we went to do these trolley arm movements. So I'm a huge fan of doing ladders. So I'll basically start doing 5 reps And the more people you have, the more rest you get. With 3 of us training, I did 5, then the other guys did 5, I did 6, they did 6, all the way up to 10, and then all the way back down to 5. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll see I uploaded a reel, and on one of these, normally I do this movement with a little bit more weight. I did drop the weight because the other 2 gentlemen that I train with had never done this movement before, and so to keep things successful, I went ahead and dropped the movement down, but I ended up throwing one of the handles just straight out of my hand. So if you haven't seen that, jump on my Instagram and you'll see it. Last but not least are these Grappito deadlifts. So the Grappito, I have a review on the Grappito. I'm actually a big fan. I went and dug it out because it's been so long since I used it. It's surprisingly difficult to pull heavy weight. So you saw that top pull there with each hand, and I sort of got it with each hand, but not really. That was at 98 pounds on the scale. That includes the loading pin as well as the Grappito itself. And then this was just an exhaustive set with 70-ish, 75-ish pounds on it, and basically just went as long as I could. All right, so that's it for week 3. Again, just to recap real quick, t-shirts potentially coming out using this logo. If you're interested in a shirt, DM me on Instagram, DM me on the Home Gym Discord, find a way to reach out to me. But that's week 3 in the books. I appreciate each and every single one of you guys that watch every single week. And remember, when it comes to your home gym training, you always want to keep it better, awesome, and of course, badass. I will see you next week.